Hey y'all, so last week we did ice dye. Dry shirt, damp shirt. Kind of fun. So I thought this week, and we're gonna use liquid dye. Why do we wring them out in the wash machine until damp? Why don't we just wring them out? Maybe make them a little sloppy. What's that gonna do? What's the difference in wringing them out in the wash machine until damp and then just giving them a good squeeze, maybe being a little sloppy, tie-dyeing anyway? We're in the era of Tish tries, okay? Thanks for coming along with me. So put your gloves on, kids. Let's tie-dye today. Can we talk about how hot it is? I'm sweating so bad I can't get my gloves on. No. Well, that's how it's going to have to be. Oh, Lord. Okay. Okay, here we go. So I have... Okay, here's our two shirts. This one, no heroics here, just a spiral, okay? This one was wrung out in the washing machine till damp. This one I just wrung out with my hands. And so we know the difference. I just knocked the corner of that tag off so we know what's what. I don't know if you can see, but I can still... can you see? I can still squeeze liquid out of here. So if you can see that. I'm doing these in the same colors. And so, yeah, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna make a perfect video one day. So for the sake of continuity, we're doing liquid dyes. These are Dharma Trading natural fiber Procyon dyes. They have been mixed to the manufacturer's specifications. So for this video, I'm using light red, golden yellow, tangerine, and lilac. Those are the colors. And we're going to do a classic spiral with pie pieces. We're going to dye the front and the back. We're going to mirror the front pattern onto the back on both shirts, so we have a even comparison. See, I'm learning doing these comparison things. So let's put some pie pieces on. Oh, can I tell you, you guys, went camping a couple weeks ago and I fell. I face planted, caught my flip-flop, went down hard, busted my knee, my shoulder, and my wrist. Thought I broke my wrist. Just a bad sprain. It still hurts because I can't wear a brace while I'm tie-dyeing, and I'd rather be tie-dyeing than wearing a brace. Okay, so I'm going to dye them the same, front and back. So shirt number 1 is wrung out in the wash machine until damp. Pie piece. Okay, shirt number 1. Shirt number 2. Shirt wrung out by hand. Same colors. Ooh, see that feathering already? Come here. That feathered real quick. See that? I'm in your way. Wow. Wow. One thing I'm already noticing is I don't have to go as heavy with my liquid. It is going in. Like it's just flying across there. Flying. Don't have to use as much liquid dye this way. So that being said, does it help to conserve on your liquid dye if you just wring them out with your hand? But if you just hand wring them, but if you're conserving dye, do you still have the same brilliance? Do you still have the same saturation? It's time to let the world know. Okay, I'll see you guys. 24 hours. Are you ready? Okay. Here they are. I'm gonna give you a second. Which one do you think was wrung out by hand of the two? Oh, you know what? Yeah, a little bit more. Might help. Okay. So, which one do you think? Okay. When I first pulled them out of the dryer, I was like, wow, that's really saturated. What a difference that makes with the just wringing it out by hand because it was so wet. This is the wrung out by hand. The one that was like I could squeeze it, right? Look at the negative space. And you know why? Because I made the speculation as I was pouring my dye, right? Because it just ran across the surface so fast. I was in my speculation. I was like, oh, it's just sucking it up. It wasn't. It was just running across the surface. It wasn't going into the fabric like this one. Let's get close. So here was our spun out in the wash machine until damp. And it's beautiful. And we do got some negative space. I didn't get as saturated as I thought I was going to. Could have made better color choices, to be honest, because this purple and orange doesn't play. I knew that going into it, but I just grabbed some bright, I wanted vibrant colors for this experiment. Is it ugly? No. But it's just not a good blend. That's all. It's gorgeous colors. Gorgeous colors. And then we get over here to this one. So as I put the dye down just a couple of minutes ago for you guys, it went so quick. I was like, oh, it's just soaking it up. That's what the difference is going to be. It's not. But see how it stained more? The orange didn't even show up. That tangerine, not at all. And tangerine's thirsty. It's like when you're tie-dyeing with the tangerine and the yellows, like they just go in, right? Like they did here. But I mean, I'm not mad. It's its own thing. This turned out really cool here though. Still, bad choice in color combos. But this turned out really cool. And it is different. If I was like walking down the street and saw somebody in a shirt like this, would I be like, oh yeah, they didn't wring it out? No, because I've tie-dyed like this before with a spun out damp shirt, but I just didn't use as much dye because I wanted more negative space. And the feathering, though, I will say, so can you see? Focus. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, did I do all this? So see this feathering here? So it did that like immediate when I put it on the fabric, right? This here. It's a crisper line over here. See? It's just crisper. And this is more of this feathering, especially like through that light red that we used. I don't know, I'm gonna look at the back real quick. Hang on. In the back, and because we put colors on front and back, as opposed to only dyeing one side, it's how I expected that it would be. This I really like this. Lots and lots. See the feathering right through here. And not, I mean, it's not really feathering, as more that it's just kind of followed the creases differently. Like, I don't know, I can't explain it. But we did it because I wanted to know why. And now we know why. So look what we did today. I have questions, and it's just through that process. Like, you just, you know, you get muscle memory, and you get in the groove of things, and you wring out, and you go to the washer, and you spin out, and you bring it to the table, and you fold it, and you tie it up, and then you go to the dye table, and you dye it, and it just becomes this, you know, muscle memory. And then while I'm doing these things, I'm like, huh, I wonder what would happen if. Is it going to be a big difference if I did this? Would it save time if I did this? Like, if I had a panda spinner, which I don't, but I mean, I have water bucket hands, so my hands are pretty strong. So when I go to wring things out, I can wring them out. So I don't think I'm losing too much by spinning them out in the washing machine, where it would be more cost effective if I had a panda spinner. It really didn't make a difference, other than I speculated that I needed to not use as much dye because of what I saw spread across the surface. Where if I would have tested it, like I do a lot of times, I will spread the folds apart and see how deep the dyes are going, and I didn't. I just made an assumption, and I'm not mad. I know moving forward now. So if you like these kind of videos, please like and subscribe. I'll put it in a playlist so it's easier for you to find. You know the spiel. I had fun. The results were not dramatic, but it was still fun. It was still fun to play, and it was fun to take you along with me. I love when you come hang out. It's loads of fun for me. And I have 2 shirts to put in inventory that are pretty rockin' colors, actually. So that's what we did. And remember, be peaceful and be kind. It's important. I'll talk to you soon. I don't know what that was, but I'll talk to you soon. Oh, so much more better. I might have to do all of this again because I had it on manual focus and not automatic focus. Tish.